What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Trump supporters, and Hillary supporters? I'm Daniel Rodriguez. Welcome to my American Horror Story Roanoke, Episode 6, spoiler review. Make sure you have seen the episode. It should take me about 2 minutes to recap it, then give you the pros, cons, and final score. Thanks so much for joining me. So we begin this week's episode of Roanoke with this character named Sydney. Now, Sydney was the guy behind the camera asking the real-life Matt and Shelby questions about their time on Roanoke in the house. And Sydney is played by Shania Jackson. That guy, he was in Hotel. I didn't like his character in Hotel, but his character is way better in here. He actually bought the house on Roanoke. So he's the new owner, and he is making a new series. So he wants all the actors and the actual survivors from the Roanoke to get together and go inside Roanoke and be there for the 3 days of the blood moon, which is pretty freaking stupid and crazy at the same time. So with that, they're setting up cameras, and there's this dead pigs on the side, like baby, fetal, whatever pigs on the side, and there's a lot of stuff going on around. Like, this guy ends up getting decapitated on the set. I think somehow his chainsaw decapitated him, which is really freaking crazy. So he does this interview with the actress who played the butcher, which I don't know her actual name. I'm saying that as a character, but it's Kathy Bates. It's Kathy Bates, but I don't know the actual, like, who she's playing name, but it's the girl who played the butcher. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We all know her as Kathy Bates, so I'm going to say Kathy Bates. Makes more simple sense. So Kathy Bates is doing this interview, and we find out that she got so into the butcher and so method acting and just became this character outside the set, where she went to Hollywood Boulevard and she was dressed as the butcher and, you know, slashing a knife, and luckily she didn't kill anyone, but she had like mental illness problems and such, so she gets a restraining order and cannot get near the set whatsoever. She's not going to be in the follow-up series. Diane quits, which is Sydney's like right-hand girl, her, I guess his agent or whatever, or his I don't know what you call them, person to go get coffee, whatever, your publicist, something like that. Anyway, Diana ends up leaving. She's like, I'm out of here. She gets into a car accident. Her body was never found, but her dash cam recorder was found 3 days later. So her body was never found, like I said. Actors are at the home. Matt and Shelby are actually there. So everyone's in the house except Dennis O'Hara and Wes Bentley. I do not know where they're at, or the person who played Cricket, because they said all the actors, why are they not there? I don't understand why they are not there. So anyway, Matt and Shelby are fighting, of course, as usual, because they actually divorced, and actually Shelby was dating Cuba Gooding Jr.'s character, so they were having like this little affair going on there. So the blood moon is happening, and they kind of spoil it. They say all people died in the house except for one person. That was not revealed in this episode, obviously. So Dominic shows up. Dominic is Cuba Gooding Jr.'s character, and he ends up fighting Matt. Now, they're arguing, and Rory, who is played by Evan Peters, is actually dating Sarah Paulson's character. Sarah Paulson's a British character in here, which is pretty exciting to see her. She always knows how to she has so much range, dude. She is pretty freaking awesome. Anyway, Evan Peters gets killed, basically at the end, and murder is spelled on the wall because it wasn't complete. The murder wasn't complete on the wall until his character, Rory, with an R, makes the R at the end for murder. Now on to the pros and cons. Now, I'm pretty sure I wasn't the only one confused when this episode started. You know, Matt and Shelby's story already closed. My Roanoke nightmare is done. It's still American Horror Story Roanoke, but that's like chapter 1 right there. As in, that was act 1. Now it's time for act 2. You had your intermission. Now we're already halfway through the season. This is act 2. And the thing is, I love the whole behind the scenes of it. And it's true, because he's breaking the fourth wall, the guy, technically. He's talking on camera, and Cheyenne Jackson's totally selling it. He's a total douche. That's the thing is, again, I didn't like his Hotel character, but I like the character of Sydney. Because he's like, dude, you're totally going to get, like, disemboweled one day. You're going to get totally tortured and killed by a real ghost. But Sydney even said it in the episode when he was talking to the board members. He said people love to see behind the scenes. They love to see how this stuff is made. And maybe not every single person in the world, but I love the whole behind the scenes stuff and the boardroom meetings, the casting, this and that. And it's pretty genius. Like, I think it even said it, the My Roanoke Nightmare, the series, like, it's a TV show show within a TV show within a TV show. He said something like it passed The Walking Dead or whatever. I'm like, oh, I guess they could mention The Walking Dead technically, like as in with the name and everything. Cool. So the thing is, it makes sense to make a follow-up series. So I like that whole idea, them setting up cameras. It's stupid, but yet it's really smart, bringing all the actors and real people together in one house again over the blood moon. It's stupid as in you're all gonna die. Of course, I say this every single week. Y'all know it, and y'all best believe it. Kathy Bates is just a class act. She was fantastic in this episode. She plays the butcher, and then she plays this character this actress who plays the butcher, and she's so nice. Hello, yes, I played the butcher. It really helped my, just a regular old, middle-aged older lady, and all of a sudden she just becomes the butcher again. It's freaking crazy how she just. It's mind-boggling. And when they were showing the auditions of the butcher, again, more behind-the-scenes stuff, and just her voice, she fit the role perfectly. Now, all the actors did a great job, as always, but my top 3 favorites this week was Kathy Bates, Sarah Paulson, and Evan Peters. Even, again, behind the scenes, get it through the head, man. The way that Evan Peters, they were showing it, and then, I think Sarah Paulson tripped over, and he's like, hey, you want to go out on a date or something? I love your voice. Just simple as that, man. And then now they're like a couple, and you could totally tell with their douchey attitudes that they're going to die. Yeah, they're dead. They're going to die for sure. It's kind of an obvious feeling to it, an obvious that it's going to happen, and it's true. They said only one person survived out of that whole thing, so I'm pretty sure it's not Sarah Paulson's character, and we already saw Evan Peters go. But again, their acting was just really, really great. Evan Peters' death, too, you kind of felt it coming when he went upstairs. You're like, he's going to die, don't know how. Is the pig man going to get him? Is somebody going to get him? But the way that the 2 nurses, I think, slashed him in the throat and then stabbed him, or I think they both slashed him somehow. It was still a pretty, not brutal death, but still not a death you want to go out on. After that, there's not that many pros. I mean, this was a really good episode, don't get me wrong or anything. The directing, I love the handheld free, like someone's actually holding the camera and moving it and it's shaking and everything. I like that. I love how it's a follow-up series. I love how just the plot and the idea, because, it's where do they go after this sort of thing, but we kind of go back to the house, and it's kind of like, really, we just spent 5 episodes in the house and we're doing this again, and yada 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 yada. But now it's really, and I'm pissed that there's no intro. There should be an intro now. I don't know when are they going to introduce the intro. I'm still waiting. Why wouldn't they do an intro? That'd be really stupid. But the thing is they're finally it's not the recap anymore. We're finally picking up where it should have picked up in the first place, but at least it didn't take 10 episodes to recap the whole story of Matt and Shelby and the reenactments. It only took 5 episodes. Now we're into the real stuff. Now we're gonna we're gonna actually meet the real ghost. We're actually gonna do this. We're gonna actually do that. No more reenactments. This is actually real. This is going down. This is life and death, and that's something that I really love. So first off, Diana just died. Sydney's right-hand girl, she's driving, and you could tell she was driving fast. I'm like, she's gonna die. She's driving too fast. She's gonna get in a crash. But the thing is the pig man is from behind her, and that was scary. I did not see that coming. You'll see that in my reaction. But she's driving. But the thing is she died. Oh well. Does Sydney not care? Does anyone care that she died? I mean, yeah, whatever. The next shot is Matt and Shelby in the house or whatever, Evan Peters and Sarah Paulson. That's the next shot. There, when they come back to commercial, alright, the celebrities are in the house. Whatever. He died. Like I said earlier, where was Wes Bentley and Dennis O'Hare? So I guess I'm going to patiently wait for them to come to the house, I guess. I mean, they're the actors. And that means that Lady Gaga's not the witch, technically. She was only the witch, obviously, for the reenactment. So Lady Gaga's technically not the actual witch in real life. It's just the reenactment stages they pick Lady Gaga in order as in that wise. So good that she's not actually playing the real witch. Over the past few weeks, the endings have been great cliffhangers. Last week it was not the best. Didn't really enjoy that ending because it wasn't a cliffhanger. It was just them in a motel. And now here it's kind of, it picks up and it's like, I guess we go back to the house. I mean, it's been 10 weeks or whatever. They do it within 10 minutes and now they're back at the house. And it's stupid because they know it's life or death. I don't know why the real Matt and Shelby actually do it to reconnect. Really, to die? I mean, really? Just go to his house or something and talk to him. It's simple. You don't have to actually go be stuck in a house. It's really, you're both going to die. That's really stupid of you. And also, Lee actually going to clear my name. Your daughter ain't ever going to see you again because you're going to be dead. So that was a stupid idea as well. But going back to the ending. The whole ending of Rory's dead. That's not, you would expect they would end on a cliffhanger or something. Like, it just, whatever. It's, so Evan Peters died. People gonna die. You just confirmed 7 people gonna die. So it's obvious Evan Peters gonna die. And that's the thing too, is I don't know. It's just, I was expecting more of a bigger ending. It ended like, oh my god, it ended. But it's still like, really, like that's it. That's the way you're going out. Okay, whatever. With that. It's part of the celebrity stuff. Sarah Paulson, they play it so well, but it sucks that they're actually douches. Like they were like laughing at the real Shelby actually fighting with Matt. They're like, oh, well, look at them, they're crazy. There you go. Oh, you don't believe in ghosts? Y'all are stupid. And of course, with most shows, this is no big surprise. There are a few slow scenes in this episode. Now, definitely within the first 25 minutes or 30 minutes. Periodically, there were a few scenes that were kind of just slow burners, very slow burners, and it didn't really pick up like until all of them were in the house. Of course, some of the Sydney scenes were very entertaining, especially the way that they rigged the house, and the faucet kind of blew up, and the fire went on, like the whole way they rigged it. I thought that was pretty stupid and funny at the same time, especially the way Sydney reacted. It felt like a genuine reaction from Cheyenne Jackson, because he was like, oh, that was fucking dope, man. Like, just the way he reacted, it felt so genuine. Anyway, I thought this episode was really good. I didn't think it was great. There were great moments to it, especially the death and everything. Like, the certain deaths, they're so brutal. And it still has the creepiness, it still has the disturbingness, and I'm actually very excited to see where this goes now that we're halfway through the season. This is one of my favorite seasons out of American Horror Story, no doubt about it. I thought Roanoke would have been okay, then I thought it would have been good, and now I'm really enjoying it. It's not Asylum love much, like not Asylum-wise, but it's definitely becoming one of my favorite seasons out of the whole series. It's definitely a step up from Hotel. I didn't hate Hotel, but it's better than Hotel. I'm going to give American Horror Story Season 6, Episode 6, a B+. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed, make sure to smack the like button. You can comment down below, tell me what you guys thought about the episode. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you like where the series is heading? Do you like where we're going with the story? Who do you think survives? Who do you think is the one survivor out of the 7? Make sure to share this review with your friends, hit that subscribe button for more, join the Big D Nation, support the channel, and make sure to check out my reaction if you guys have the time. Thanks again, love you all, till next time, bye-bye.